Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Unresolved Problem segment tonight. Robust debate over Obamacare. On one side are the Ted Cruz legions who believe the Republicans have to do everything they can to block the new law. On the other side are Republicans who say let the law kick in because it will destroy the Democratic Party and lead to a GOP resurgence. That position is articulated today in a Wall Street Journal opinion piece by Daniel Henninger. Here at Fox News, there's also division. Earlier this week, Bernie Goldberg wrote a column chastising Eric Bolling for being a pro-Cruz guy. Mr. Bolling then replied on the 5.
Goldberg and his ilk trash us for being too conservative, like they're putting a scarlet C on our lapels, our aprons, our work boots, and our Kevlar vests. But Bernie, you and the rest of that dying breed of old-school Republicans should take note. There's a new breed of conservative, and we're the voice of the future.
Right here now is the voice of the future, Eric Bolling. First of all, are you mad at Goldberg? Are you mad at him?
No, I'm not. I've met Bernie a couple of times. I've actually done speeches with Bernie. Nice enough guy. Listen, I read some of his stuff. It's interesting, but not sure why he, took the shot. He
didn't go after you personally. He just said.
No, I think he did, Bill.
Do you really? Well, here's how I read it, and you can tell me where I'm wrong. He basically said, look, if I want to hear the pro-Cruz line, I'll go to Eric Bolling because he articulates that. And, yeah, he was a little snippy. Is that a good word? Snippy about it? Yeah, he was a little snippy. Maybe a little condescending.
A little bit.
But I didn't see that he attacked you like saying you're a moron or a pinhead or anything.
No. Well, there was a line or two. Look, here. I'm a busy guy. If he wants Cruz talking points, he can watch Ted Cruz. If he wants Rand Paul, he can watch Rand Paul. If he wants the more moderate, squishy Republicans, he can listen to McCain or Lindsey Graham or Lamar Alexander.
Did I hear that word squishy?
You heard it correctly, yeah.
Okay, now let's get with that. So I don't understand. I understand both sides in this debate. If you've been watching the show, I think I've been very fair here. I think Cruz, in the beginning, I went, what's he doing? But then I said to him, you're really smart. He wants to be the leader of what you call the new conservative charge. And this is a way to do it, so he's smart to do it. Constitutionally, it's a perfect right to do it. He's representing Texas. They invited him. They don't like Obamacare. He's doing all that. I didn't beef with that. But tactically, Cruz may be wrong. And I think you're going to have to cede that point.
No.
He may be wrong.
Let me throw something out here. Was his 21-hour quasi-filibuster going to change Obamacare implementation? Probably not. I'll tell you what it did do, and this is something I think you're going to agree with me on, Bill. He went 21 hours. He went through the morning news cycle. He went through the Today Show. He went through all the morning shows so that the mainstream media, the liberal-leaning media, would have to pick it up and say, hey, there's a Republican senator on the floor right now talking about how bad Obamacare. What's he talking about? Who is he? Who is this guy, Cruz? He was very smart. Did it help Ted Cruz? Probably. But what it also did was it forced the mainstream media, MSNBC, CNN, it forced them to air Ted Cruz complaining about Obamacare. Okay. I think it had a good effect.
You're an oracle. I agree with you on that, okay? However, it doesn't matter what the media says. It matters what the folks do. And the strategy laid out today, and I thought it was a good, did you read the Henninger column on Wall Street?
I did.
They're a good column. Strategy is, look, if this Obamacare thing blows up where people can't get health care, their doctors are 55 miles away, it's chaos, they can't get it processed, they can't get treated, they're going to turn on the Democratic Party with a vengeance. Therefore, the Republicans, all they have to do is just sit back and allow this tsunami of chaos to overwhelm President Obama and his party. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? There's a lot of logic in that, and it's not squishy.
No, and what Ted Cruz did, let's go back to this. It was brilliant. He knew he wasn't going to change the fate of Obamacare. He knew that if you have the Democrat Senate, no matter what happens in the Senate, President Obama is not going to sign legislation that upends his own signature law. Allow me, just give me one more second. So he knew he had 21 hours to stand there and tell the American people how bad it is. And then, in 2014, when all those Democrats are running against Republicans, they're going to wear Obamacare, and I suggest they call it Democare. Move it from Obamacare, call it Democare. Let them run against it.
Here's the bottom line.
That around their neck.
Cruz didn't do anything wrong, and he was smart. We both agree, okay? Yep. Where I disagree with you is I don't think that the talk radio people and other people should be attacking the so-called squishy center. of the Republican Party, because they may be right tactically about this. They may be right. I don't like the personal animus here. You're not Rhino O'Reilly and all of that. I got a letter today. Dear Rhino O'Reilly. Rhino? I mean, you credible dunderhead. I mean, what I'm doing is telling you the truth. All right? The truth is that the election needs to go Republican in 2014 if there's any hope of ever getting rid of Obamacare. That's the truth. And there may be a number of ways to get there. Fair?
Fair.
Reasonable?
More than fair. However, I will point out that
15 seconds.
Senator John McCain was the first one who called Senator Rand Paul and Ted Cruz and the like wacko birds. You remember that? That was
we don't justify bad behavior by pointing to other bad behavior. All right? All right, we don't do that. All right, so Goldberg and Bolling, I'm going to get them together a little detente. We'll have a little meal, and Bolling will pay. He's very wealthy. All right, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.